Bartender
For today's cup of coffee, I have found out that my child, my youngest child, is his youngest kid,
Yes.
is bilingual.
Is it? Am I? You're right. You're right. I'm totally bilingual.
You are. Because every generation has their slang. And it's most interesting. Language is a fascinating study.
It is.
And those of us that are older, because I was coming of age in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And ever so often something
list.
will, sneak out.
Yeah.
Not as much as some of the other ones. The ones that it was very pronounced were the ones over there on the West Coast. It's always over there in California. Always.
Down on the West Coast, they got a saying.
And that's one thing about that here in the Appalachian Mountains. We are sort of frozen in time in a lot of ways.
Yeah. The Appalachians really are frozen in time, but that's not a bad thing.
It's not. It really is not a bad thing necessarily.
And I had a dream that this place was going to be industrialized.
Oh, God.
And, that's been a minute. And, yeah, no, don't want that.
No.
Don't want that.
No.
It's like this house, same land, looks the same, in the middle of city.
Oh, no. That's a nightmare.
Uh-huh.
That would be a total and complete nightmare.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
because these mountains, there's a reason that they are the way that they are.
Mm-hmm. You don't mess with them. I don't want that.
No, these mountains, they have a life of their own. And it's one of those, if people come here, and we'll welcome, we can be a very welcoming people. But as far as outsiders coming here and doing things to these mountains, no, they'll reclaim what's theirs.
They will.
That includes people. And for people that want to come in and they'll eat them up. And the mountains will eat them up.
Mm-hmm.
There is a dark side to this, living in this area.
There is. And it's interesting.
It is
you
interesting.
got a bunch of stuff that lives up in these woods.
That doesn't live anyplace else.
Yeah.
And they're very jealous about their people. Yeah. But
I was also talking about like cryptids.
Yeah. Even on that, I think it's interesting that a lot of those things have very much come to light. There's a lot of channels talking about Appalachian cryptids and different things.
We've got mimics. We've got fae.
Mm-hmm.
Gnomes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't know if they're necessarily gnomes, they're some sort of short beings.
The
Watchers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The ones I call the Watchers, yeah.
We got a lot of shadow people.
Yeah.
But once again, mimics. You hear shit in the wood, don't acknowledge it.
Don't be out if you're smart, don't be out in the woods at night unless you know what you're doing.
For real, there is a saying, like in Appalachian culture, we've not really heard it around here in this area specifically, but there is a lot of people that's like, at night, you keep your curtains drawn, windows closed, locked, doors locked. You don't look outside. You hear something knocking on the door, you don't go to it. You hear something scratching, you don't go to it. You hear something at your window, don't go to it.
Well, a lot of that has to do with, again, the dark side of Appalachian culture, and we got a lot of meth heads around here.
Yeah, and you don't go outside.
Don't go to somebody's house that you don't know.
You don't whistle at night.
At night.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, I know there's a lot of controversy about whether people need to own firearms or not. We have the Second Amendment for a reason.
We do.
And where Kid and I live, my God, it would take the police 30 to 45 minutes.
Fuck that. It would take them a whole 2 hours.
Well, I don't know that it would take 2 hours.
Because they slow anyway.
But it's like, no, you can't. We'd have to take care of ourselves. Do not take away my ability to take care of myself.
Right.
And some of these people that squall in some of this, they have no idea how some of the rest of the people in these rural areas live. And they need to get out of their bubble for a minute and come and experience some of these other cultures that are within America. Mm-hmm. And like I said, some of these people, I'm going to drop them right in the middle of White Top Mountain for about a week.
They would not survive.
Nope. Like I said, that mountain will eat them alive.
Well, literally.
Yeah.
About ate a couple kids just recently.
Well, yeah. Because it truly is a fuck around and find out area.
Yeah.
So
you don't fuck around, you don't find out.
Right. But that has nothing to do with mountain speak is something that kid just because he had chronic ear infections. And that sort of is the reason that he speaks so differently than I do.
And it ain't that much. I've gotten better at trying to replicate y'all's
And it's okay.
accent. It's still not fully.
But you couldn't hear the subtleties of the dialect. And that's all right. That's not yours. But also as far as this push to get rid of regional and local dialects, regardless of where somebody's from.
Yeah.
I am totally against that.
Well, it's taken away that individuality.
Yes.
Someone that makes something that makes that person that person.
Absolutely.
So it's like, why do you want everybody to be clones?
I don't know. This standard American English, I think it's just stupid.
I saw the person that had like 4 identical Defalucies and they looked like. Do you want society to be like that? That's boring and that's kind of creepy.
I think, that is the Borg. That is creepy. I will not assimilate.
No.
You know.
Simulation.
But
Grimes.
Kids' ability.
Have you listened to Grimes' music?
No, I have not.
We appreciate Power. She is very much one of these transhumanists.
Well, that's why she was married to Elon Musk at one point.
Yeah.
I so want him to be a good guy. I really, really do.
I think he's like an anti-hero. Like he's neither a good guy or a bad guy. He's just
a guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's just a guy. He's brilliant. He has the opportunity to do many, many things. And it's like, you're never going to find somebody that's totally good or totally, well, now I think some of the totally evil, I was discussing some of those, today. Mm-hmm. And questioning if you have somebody that has no apparent compassion, love, any of the traits of God, just because they're in what appears to be a human form, are they human? Are sociopaths who do not have the ability to experience remorse, regret, any of that stuff, are they truly human?
No. There's some people that really make you question.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I have lots and lots of questions and very few answers. But one of the things that I thought was cool, because everything is so heavy, Gen Z phrases and acronyms.
There's a lot.
And so
and not everybody understands it.
So I'll leave you a link in the description box from it's a website. It's called keyhole.co.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of them. We're not going to go through all of them because they have no.
Some of these I don't even know.
And so
I'm Gen Z. Don't know it.
As far as when I was talking to Kid about this, and he starts speaking this foreign language, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what did you just say?" And the first one that they have on here, and I don't know that we'll necessarily go, in alphabetical order the way that they've got it. 8, A-T-E. Which is to consume food is usually how that is,
But in Gen Z terms, we would put it, oh girl, she ate. She ate and left no crumbs. She is eating.
And me, I would sit
ate the
there.
whole damn buffet.
And I would be sitting there going, "Oh, okay, she's probably got some kind of problem. Why would she feel the need to, you know?"
No,
And it
it's a
was
way of saying
totally
that they're-
not what that means.
No, no.
So you're going to have to
It's
give
like,
the
oh,
interpretation also.
If someone looks good, and you think that they look really like stunning, like beautiful, also stun, that's one instead of stunning, stun. Yeah.
I think of Star Trek. You say stun to me, it's like, yeah, you got your phaser set.
Stun. Yeah. But if someone looks like really stunning, you can either be like, oh, she is serving. That goes into along with ate. Oh, it's like she's not serving. She ate all of that, left no crumbs.
Okay.
Licked the plate dry, clean, whatever the fuck.
Okay. And I'm just
Meaning they look
confused. Now,
really good.
This is where we need
look
the
really good.
webcam because you've got totally confused face on me. It's like, what?
They look really good.
Yeah.
Stunning. That also goes into gag or gagged. Being like, oh, she is stunning, gagged. Or something shocking happens, gag. Gagged.
Okay. See, now, 80s, that would have been that, and I always hated the
Gooped
expression.
and gagged.
Gag me with a spoon. And I'm
Ew.
like, y'all can keep that. No.
Yeah,
that
see-
was just too, that went into that Valley Girl speak, and it's like, no.
That did.
As a metalhead, no. That was a hell no.
Yeah.
The people that I was hanging out with, no, they, mm-mm.
Yeah, but there's a totally
did not.
different context with gag me with a spoon versus gag or
Yeah.
ooh, gagged.
But just
Gag
how
of the
the,
century.
and then one that everybody has heard is basic.
Yeah.
And that was something I thought it was just like, okay, it's generic.
She basic, she normie.
And so,
No, it's just someone that's really, yeah, it's generic, basic.
yeah, it goes in with the NPC.
Yeah.
See, I can speak a few sentences. NPC is, you want to explain what that stands for?
NPC, non-playable character. That's what it is.
Background character
Yeah,
is
that's
what it is.
Yeah, let me get to
I'm
that now.
sorry.
Damn, you're stepping over
I
me.
was excited that I knew that much.
You were. You could be excited. Just give me a second. Give me a second. I don't know what the fuck I was saying now. I didn't take my
I'm
ADHD
sorry.
medicine. I'm good.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what chuggy means. I'm seeing chuggy on this list. I don't know what that is. Hold up.
I don't even know where that one is.
Chuggy is a term to describe, what this website says, keyhole. Chuggy is a term used to describe something that was once fashionable or popular but has now become outdated and appears to be trying too hard. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's uncool or undesirable, but rather that it's slightly out of sync with current trends. Sometimes that can be it. There are some styles that really do need to just go and stay gone, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Now, chronically online
I've never used the
is-
term, so
That's something that, yeah.
we all know. Yeah, we all know what chronically online means. That's self-explanatory.
Have you ever heard this one, Cozy? Is it Cozy Lives?
Cozy lives. Hold up. Maybe.
I have no idea what that one
It's
is.
cringe. That's what it is. It's a cringe thing.
Okay, and some of
noun
these
was first coined in the UK. It specifically refers to the pressures and challenges related to the cost of living. Wait.
and maybe
am I
that is
looking at the
just
right-
more a UK thing.
Yeah, cozy lives. The term cleverly combines a humorous twist with the realities of trying to maintain a comfortable lifestyle with one's means. I'm not doing well with speaking right now.
It's okay. And then, of course, the one that everybody cringe.
Oh, yeah.
Because where I'm around these kids, a lot of these
It is.
phrases, I have adopted.
It's like, yeah, there's been a couple times that I've had to explain that, like, cringe. It's been like, like it's a physical reaction. How do you describe a physical reaction?
Well, and that is
Because it's
it.
like, it's just like,
something-
you tense up. This is where we need the cameras, because it's just
Right.
like, you have to see it to understand. It's like,
And it
"Ew."
is.
It's just that. It's just that.
It is most people's reaction when you see Kanye and his wife out in public. It hurts.
It does. It hurts. It really does. And usually when cringe, it's followed up with, that hurts.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ow. That hurts.
And it's like,
That's like looking back at old baby photos or like childhood.
well, yeah, you're
recitals
still,
or something like that. It's like, ooh. Ow.
What about this one as far as drip?
That's the younger Gen Z, and that's Gen Alpha. I wouldn't even say that's... Drip refers to those who possess like a distinct and confident fashion sense, exuding sophistication and trendiness. That is not true. That is not true. You cannot tell me someone dressed up in Gucci with chains all over them looks sophisticated and trendy. That's not sophistication. That's gaudy.
Yes. Because that is one of the weird
And
things.
not in a good way.
As far as tacky.
That is, yeah,
That's
that's gaudy.
How
Tacky.
in the hell did that become the mainstay?
And right under it, the Lulu. Oh, we all know what the Lulu is.
No, we don't know what
That
the Lulu
delusional.
is.
That's when they're gone. That's when they're gone. Their delusion is off to Mars. Like, beam me up, Scotty. Take me to Mars. Or like, come on, Teletubby, teleport us to Mars. They're Delulu. They're Lululemon delusional.
See, he does this.
They are
And I'm
Delulu. They are delusional.
I didn't.
But God, listen. That there also goes with the saying, delusion, convince yourself, which was a parody perfume commercial someone made.
Well, there's a lot of people that's in that category
convince
these days.
yourself.
Doom scrolling. Now that's one that's pretty awesome. I do like that phrase a lot. You're just gonna sit there?
Yeah, pretty much. We all know what doom scrolling is. That's the doom. That's when you're at 3 a.m. scrolling on your phone rather than sleeping. You're just doom scrolling.
It's like, put it down. That's when you should realize that there is a problem.
We all know there's a problem. We don't know how to fix it.
Turn the shit off.
There's
I've got a very simple, basic Dr. Phil answer on that.
Listen,
Turn
if you
it
have had
off.
a phone glued... Now, I'm not one of these people, but if you have had a phone glued to your hand for 15 years...
That's horrifying.
That phone ain't going to go away easily.
No. And that was what Greg Braden, when he was discussing in his latest video
I think that's how old...
about child
iPhones are.
development.
Yeah.
And as far as within those first years, as far as developing that sense of self, what is self? Okay, and these kids that when they put these damn devices, they do view it as part of self. That's scary.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Now, some of these things, what is it? ELI5.
I have no idea. I already scrolled past that because it's like, I don't know what the fuck
And that
is.
was explain it like I'm 5.
Oh. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So that one was pretty cool. They're using, as far
Explain
as
like I'm 5.
era, ERA.
Yeah. That's to describe, like, for example, the 80s. 1985 is an era in of its own.
Right.
New Wave was an era.
Well, and that is
Punk
true.
was
And
an era. Romantic Goth was an era. Technically, Gothic architecture, stuff like that. That's eras.
well, and that's
1800
fine. That is
Victorian stuff,
actually,
that's an era.
yeah, that's basically an appropriate usage of that term.
Yeah. It's
So,
like, we in our girly pop era.
oh God, that one has horrified me. That it was, he had
Yes.
to explain that one to me. He came through the other day and he was like, "Mom, corn is
Corn is girly pop. Corn is girly
Marilyn
pop.
Manson is now girly pop." And what
Well, actually, no. Marilyn Manson is canceled in the eyes of the public. But
Okay.
Disturbed is girly pop. Corn is girly pop. System of a Down is girly pop. Anything that you can basically
it was
headbang or
just
dance to.
one of those things that I think I howled. Literally howled.
You went like, oh!
That's a howl.
Oh!
It hurt me. It really did. It hurt me on a spiritual and soul level. Incoming coffee slurp.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, damn it, no. Figure out something else to call that. The one that they use a lot, you use this one a lot, is extra.
Yeah, that is. For example, Christina Aguilera, extra. She is you look up the definition of extra, you see her picture and a description of her vocal style.
Yeah.
That's
It's
extra.
just over the top. Needlessly so.
For example, she's another one that's a little bit delulu. There's a lot of
Patti LaBelle, I would put in the category of just a little over the top. It's like, you don't have to do it that hard.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, it's extra. It's giving. It's giving extra.
How about this one, Finsta?
Finsta, that's fake Insta. Or like
A what?
fake Insta.
What does that mean?
Instagram.
Okay.
That's just Instagram shortened Insta.
Okay.
Listen,
So
we
it's
got
not even
character limits on most of these social medias. We got to shorten these words as much as we can.
And that was what you and I, before we, when we discussed doing this particular video,
When you got a lot to say and you can't say it much.
How is that changing language overall? How is it changing even as far as on a mental level?
Oh, it fucking irritates the piss out of me when I'm typing a thing full sentences and I got to figure out a way to abbreviate this shit to fit that like 80 character limit. 80 character limit.
And
Or
is
70
that
some 150 word character limit.
is that limiting people's ability to think and think deeply?
Yes. And I think that's on purpose to almost silence people to an extent.
Yeah.
Because if they can't say a lot in the comments, yeah, well, are they speaking?
Right.
But the thing
Right.
is, you can say very little and be impactful.
You can. What about this glow up?
Glow Up, oh, that was like, for example, a couple years ago, there was a doll line called Glow Up Girls. Mm-hmm. And so basically it was like, for example, like if I got what I'm wearing today, if I got out of that, technically I look like a bum right now. But
You look like anybody else that lives in the mountains.
that's all right. I look like a mountain person. But then all of a sudden, like, if I got like super fit and then started dressing nice and stuff like that, that would be considered like a glow up. Or if I got like a super high paying job and then stuff like that, that's a
Right.
glow up.
Right. Okay.
Or like even if I'm somewhere higher up than where I am currently, anywhere that's above where you are presently, that's a glow up almost.
Okay. Okay. So it's sort of a social status term, maybe?
Yeah, but it's mostly deals with physical appearance.
Okay. Girl,
Also mental health.
girl dinner. What the hell
I don't know
is
what girl
that?
dinner. I'm guessing that's like.
And it was just like, as
I'm guessing
far
that's
as,
like a night out with the girls. Like you're just having a girls' night or something like that. Like you're just going out to dinner with your friends and that's it. No boys.
it says that it's known as assortment of appetizers or snacks.
That's what it.
Focus on smaller portions.
See, I'm not even seeing that. Okay, there it is.
Then there's girl math. I had heard that one before, and I wasn't exactly sure what that was.
I've heard
and it
people
was a
saying
term
it.
that did originate on TikTok.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what that means. I still don't know what that
I
means.
think it's absolutely hilarious. When I read the definition, it says that it playfully describes a concept where women use unconventional ways to justify their purchases.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Now I have heard.
You got to do that math equation so you can buy some of this shit. And is it worth your time? Is it worth your time? Is it worth your money to buy it at this moment? And would it bring you joy?
So I think that's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
And have you ever used this one? Hold this L.
Yeah, it's like taking the L. It's like you take that loss and you hold that L.
Ah.
You lost. You're at fault here. It was mostly like in the drama community that used it. It's like you're at fault here. You lost this argument. Take that L and hold it.
Okay. And then we have as far as... Okay, this one I could probably use H/T.
You skipped one.
I did.
And now I gotta scroll down more. Okay,
I'm sorry. Well, we can't go through all of them.
hat tip? I don't even know what that is. I never heard that.
The tip of the hat.
The fuck?
That was where people used
What?
to tip their hats back when people wore hats. And I do wish that they would go back to hats because I love them.
Does
And
anybody...
basically, it's a gesture of appreciation.
Uh-huh.
And that's just like, if anybody, and this is more a millennial type thing, if you ever see, if somebody makes a comment to me or something, and you see as far as a smile O and a 7, that is a salute.
Okay.
And that's just like if somebody enters chat or something like that. And that was where I was in chat there for a while with some wonderful, and they were very computer-oriented people.
Uh-huh.
Not necessarily gamer, but high degree of understanding of computer. And they had to explain that to me. And I'm like, that is so awesome.
It is.
And that was one of the things about Odyssey that was great. And that collection of people, and this is one of the sad things as far as online communities, sometimes they come and go. And it's sort of, well, it's like any other group of people. But
Times and seasons.
Yeah. But some of those people I miss very much. Okay, what is...
I'm baby.
I'm baby.
I'm baby. That's basically kid mode. That's what sort of like kid mode. It's like I'm baby. I'm baby.
I'd say there's a whole lot of people
there was a song based off this meme, and it hit the charts. I'm baby.
I don't even know. For some of us that are looking at some of these
trying to be
behaviors, and you're like, there's a little bit of Arrested Development there.
It's mostly with couples that do that.
That's disturbing in its own right.
No, it's like for example, when they're playing, like in the stores or whatever, it's like, I'm baby, be gentle with me, don't do that. I'm baby.
Okay.
Or something like that.
That is, God.
Don't hit me. Don't hit.
That is so foreign to my world that I can't even.
Don't smack me with the pool noodle. Don't do it.
Okay. What about this? It's giving.
I literally used that term earlier. It's giving. That's basically like you have to put something. It's giving. Like it's giving something. It could be a bad thing or a good thing. It's
like a vibe, it says.
Sort of. It's like, yeah, it is a vibe. It can either be a good one, medium, or bad. Like, for example, like, think of the worst pattern you can think of, or think of the best. Or both. And be like, it's giving. It's like the dress, it's giving. It's giving something I don't like, but it's giving. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not stunned.
See, that sounds like a not fully formed thought to me.
It's because it is kind of. You can't, you don't want to say what you're thinking, but you're like, it's giving. It's giving.
So it's almost like trying to be polite, but not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kinda. It goes both ways.
Now, here is one of these as far as just letters. It is IYKYK.
I've missed it.
And it's an abbreviation for if you know, you know. I have not seen anyone use that, and I'm grateful.
I have.
I feel like I
It's
need
on
a
TikTok.
translator on some of these things.
It's on TikTok.
And of course, we know as far as Karen, that one's sort of fading out at this point.
Is it? Well, kinda.
That or maybe it has become so ingrained.
That's what it is. It's just been so ingrained in us by now. It's just part of our society and our species, our DNA. DNA.
It's like, what happened there?
Hey.
And what is this one? Is it Luke's? Lewks? Luke's?
Oh, that's looks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was back when I
Like,
actually got, reprimanded for having improper spelling.
Like,
we
for
used
example.
to try to do that.
Like, for example, Gen Z term. It's giving looks. It's giving stun. Low key, but stun.
Now, you use low key lots.
I use high key, low key.
Mm-hmm.
LMR. Don't know what that means. Main character energy. Yeah, that's main character energy, baby. That means you are the main character. You are feeling your oats.
You're the star of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, you the star of your own world right
Minty
there.
B.
I've just started hearing that, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, mental breakdown. Yeah, I'm on my Minty B. I just had my Minty B.
It's
nice.
And that's one of those, it's like, is that somebody...
Mental breakdown mode. We're in our Minty B era.
That somebody that because everybody is wearing their mental health issues on their sleeve and bragging about it, and it's like that it has become trendy to have some kind of a mental health issue
to an extent, and that is to blame on Tumblr.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. That's 20 teens.
That's kind of
2010s, 20 teens. That's some Tumblr era cringe right there.
Okay, the term mid.
Yeah. It's just like it's mid-level. It's mid. Dude, you're not even... Well, you fumbled the bag there, my lord. Honestly, no joke. You're kind of mid. And then he whips his head around. It's like, what?
That sounds like some Dungeons and Dragons shit to me. And I can talk that language somewhat.
That was from... If you know, you know. If you get it, you get it.
From my era,
that was
the
ASMR.
Society for Creative Anachronism. Yeah, let's pull that one way back.
Like, they're not terrible, but they're not great. They're mid.
Okay. How about moots?
I've heard that. I don't know what it means.
To me, if something is if the point is
that
moot, then
mutual followers. That's what it is.
That is totally not what the word moot means.
No. And I've never heard anyone use moots other than you. And people who actually use it correctly.
The point is moot.
That's the only time that you use it.
There's no need to make it. It is moot.
Why are you doing that? The point of that is moot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
And this one that I hear often,
Nepo baby.
I had to look up, what is it, Nepo baby?
Nepo baby.
And what the hell is that?
That is nepotism. That is someone that was born into money. That's a Nepo baby.
Well, nepotism.
And so they got their money, they got their fame or whatever. They got their way in the industry because someone else that they related to is in the industry.
Well,
so that's
sure.
a Nepo baby.
I mean,
like parents,
nepotism,
something like that. That Nepo baby.
Well, that makes sense because it's one of those that everybody keeping that things in the family. Noob. Noob.
Yeah, that's newbie. Noob. You're a noob. You're new at this game. What are you doing, you noob?
Yeah, you hear that a lot as in the gaming community.
I heard it from Roblox. That
Of
was all the
course,
way
well,
back.
that's the
That was-
gaming community. You're a
yeah,
newbie.
all the way back in 2011. Noob.
Yeah.
You noob.
And that's somebody that, especially, it depends. I went through this with the oldest kid when he was going through the, first entering into the gaming community. And my God, at that point, these people just absolutely Wild West and just brutal. And anytime you're playing an online game, please remember that some of these people that you're interacting with may be kids.
Literally, some of them are actual child.
And that
actual
you've
children.
got
That is
some people that are saying just some of the harshest things. And
Those
that
children
my
are
kid-
saying some of the harshest
my
things.
kid coming to me and when he was little, starting this stuff, weeping,
Yeah, some of that
and
shit
to
did
tell him,
hurt.
it's like, look, baby, I love you. You don't have to interact with this if you don't want to. If these people are acting like jerks, you don't have to play.
Yeah.
But he had the fortitude, and he had friends, online friends and community that he has been with him for 20 some years, that he's known some of these people.
Some of them, it has dwindled down drastically over
Well,
the years. Due to
and
my own
it's-
doing.
Huh?
Due to my own doing.
I don't know that. I'm talking about oldest kid.
Oh.
Oldest kid has some of those, that one guy that
I
I
thought
don't.
you were talking about my friends, and
No,
I'm like,
no,
no,
yours no, but that's not his. Like I said, 20 some years. Oldest kid will be 31 in June.
Yeah, he's had friends for literally probably
And,
20 years now.
Yeah, that one that God love him. He Crapo.
God.
I don't even know what that child's real name is. Who knows? It's just
Crapo.
Crapo, and this is how to refer to these people in online names. Mm-hmm. And I do that sometimes. Unless somebody tells me otherwise, I will use their screen name. So,
Yeah.
but I had asked oldest kid, I'm like, why? And he's like, I don't know. And it's just, he left it
Yeah.
for 20 some years to be known as Crapo. Pick your screen names wisely. And here it does have about the NPC, which was the non-playable character, just a background character. Oomph.
Oh, one of my followers. That's due to character limit. Because just those simple phrases, that takes up a lot of characters.
Well, I can understand that. But it's like,
Or one of my friends.
friends sounds better, because when somebody is referring to another individual as a follower,
Well, yeah.
that's really weird and kind of cult-like.
Well, they do call them followers because
I
it's
understand
like
that.
you have to, like, there is a button that says follow, so you click that. That's like on YouTube. You have subscribers because that
Right.
button says subscribe. Well, followers on TikTok, so because you follow them. You don't subscribe, you follow.
We have people that join our pirate ship, our ghost pirate ship.
We have. So they're just one of the crew at that point.
Now, the one that came up maybe about a year ago
Argumenti. Huh?
that I hated, and it pissed me off totally, completely.
Yeah.
And that is the OK Boomer.
We don't use that anymore.
I thought that was the most disrespectful, that honest to God, it's like, okay, figure it out yourself, punk, is how I would have responded to that.
Well, some of them generally did need to be have that said too. It was not out of just spite. Sometimes it was.
No, a lot of times it was just one of the most disrespectful things.
But when it first started, it was like the elder was being mean first, and so it's just like, and them trying to explain it, and the boomer still not getting it, and it's like, okay, boomer.
Like I said, it was just one of those lack of respect for elders. And that
Some
is,
of them did use it as a lack of respect.
and so it's one of those that, okay, figure it out. Don't come to me. When the shit hits the fan, don't come to me asking how to fix it.
Unless I was using it jokingly.
And I'm not talking about you, but
No,
that
I
would
know.
have been my
I'm not-
response.
I'm just
because
saying.
the
Unless I'm saying it jokingly,
op,
like I don't see the point in ever really truly using it.
Right.
OP.
yes, because you actually do live with me, and there are real world consequences.
Yeah. No, but even just talking to people online, I just never used it.
It's because you were taught better than that.
No, I just never bothered.
This op, as far as I'm assuming that is a gaming thing, it says
Opponent.
abbreviation for opponent or opposition. POV, point of view. That one's feasible. Some of these I can understand.
Quiet
The
quitting.
thing about the quiet quitting, and that was within the workplace.
Yes, but that was necessary. Some of them did that necessarily. What?
No,
You're looking-
we had discussions here in the house about that, and
We
it's
did
like,
a whole video about it.
did we do a whole video about the quiet quitting? I don't remember that. I know that
I can't
we had
remember all the
discussed it.
fucking videos. I can't remember
We've
what
got
we did yesterday.
4,000 of them,
Yeah, I
Us
can't
and the
remember what
Ghost
we
of
did yesterday.
Christmas past.
Can't remember what we did yesterday or the day before or any of those, but I can remember we did do a video of that.
Well, and it's that, again, that generational thing
quitting.
that we were raised to go above and beyond. Mm-hmm. And I guess that maybe the reason for the quiet quitting is because for some people, and in case people have not noticed, there was an explosion of narcissism.
Yeah, but it was also like, okay, you're not getting paid what you're actually doing for these people. They're asking you to do stuff that is out of your job description. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, not going to deal with that. I ain't going to quit, but I'm setting a soft boundary being like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing extra work that is above my pay grade.
Well, and I think that part of that is where you all saw those of us who did go above and beyond, and that we never got the benefit of it.
Right. So, and we saw that.
Yeah.
It's not that we haven't seen what has gone in its generations and don't understand. We ain't going to play the game that they have put us on. We ain't going to run on this hamster wheel no more that
Right.
they put us
Right.
on.
And I think that part of that has to do, oh my God, with this, it's like massively long video at this point. I think that is that generational shift going into where we're going into the age of Aquarius. Mm-hmm. That you
totally.
all have a totally different perspective than we did. We're going to end this before we may do some of the other ones like over the weekend or something.
We may have a part 2.
Yeah, I'll do part 2 on it. Let's end on one of my favorites, which is number 50 on this list. Salty.
You're just a little bit salty. Just a little bit salty.
And those of us, even as far as language, those of us who use sentence enhancers,
Yeah.
words that are,
Fancy talk.
yeah, fancy talk. As far as what used to be called uncouth language, around here it's like you used a cuss word.
You're
now,
cursing,
let me
you're
tell you
cussing.
something. Would you rather I said shit or said feces?
Fecal matter.
Yeah, I would rather hear somebody just say shit.
You know this, and you get on to me about this. This is nice to drink and to listen to and drink coffee to in the morning.
Well, there's a difference. Final thoughts on this, and we will do a part 2 on this because I've had fun with this, and I've learned a lot. I learned from the kid. I really do.
You can't understand us half the time, but it's okay. Dad can't understand me either.
But this is where
I gotta be real careful. I really do have to like sort of watch myself as far as how I speak around you,
Because he
Dad,
is-
or the elders.
his father is 16 years older than me. I'm 58. So he is official boomer.
He is boomer. He is boomer.
And so it's harder on some of the people that are older. It really is.
I have said the okay boomer to him before.
Oh.
It was always in jest, though.
Okay. Did he find it amusing?
I don't know.
Probably not.
At this point, I really don't know. I don't know what I ate earlier.
But to try to bridge the gap and
so
where,
tired.
if it's a matter of understanding,
Uh-huh.
to truly understand and stop and say, hey, wait, you used a term that I'm not familiar with. Will you please explain this to me?
Pausing and going like, what?
Yeah.
What was that term? I like that. What was that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, like I said, it is that matter of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So it was final thoughts.
That's
We
it.
ran way long on this one.
That's it. I'm good.
So if you've had experiences with paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, language is magical. Words are important. Wield them wisely. Mm-hmm. And so we'll put the link to the article there in the description box. And the email is cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com.
Gmail.com.
Yeah.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, most of all subscribe, and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all and have a good.
Know that you are loved.
Yes.
And, ask questions. If we ever say something or whatever and it's sitting there going, that's mountain speak, what the hell does that mean in standard American English?
What was
Put it in the
that?
comments and I will do my best to translate for you.
Yeah.
So, you are loved. Treat
God
others.
love them. They're going to be lost this episode. A lot of our viewers are
don't
going to
think
be lost
so.
with how I said some shit.
No, I think I trust our people are wonderful.
I don't know that I did a good job explaining it.
I think you did. I really do. I really think you did an excellent job. Remember to treat others the way that you would like to be treated. Mm-hmm. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.